Welcome back, hockey fans. Can you believe it's Sunday already? What a 2 weeks it's been. Here for the first of 4 medal games today, starting out in the women's U20 division. Bronze medal matchup between the hometown Slovakia, wearing their blue uniforms. They are the home team, taking on the Americans wearing white. It's been a beautiful, beautiful week of weather here in Poprad. Going to continue today. High should be around 78, 79 degrees. Don't expect the heat to be a factor at all. Expecting nothing but a fast-paced, exciting game for you in the bronze medal. These two teams know each other well, two of the traditional 4 powerhouses in our sport. And I know after yesterday's defeat at the hands of the Czech Republic, Slovakia is especially amped up to go home with some hardware. Bitter, bitter loss for them. And speaking with some of the local Slovakians here, they certainly felt like after they defeated the Czechs on Friday that they were just going to go out and give a better performance than they did on Saturday. So they're disappointed with themselves. They don't want to take anything away from the Czech Republic and what they did in terms of how the Czech Republic scored some goals early and just put Slovakia back on the heels. For the United States, it's a young team, and speaking with some of their staff, certainly they expect the program to continue to grow. Head coach Taylor Stedman has done an outstanding job with second youngest roster here after Great Britain. And really the challenge that they've had to overcome is just lack of familiarity amongst these ladies. A lot of them spread out all over the country. It's just tough, right? Speaking frankly here to an American audience, it's just tough to get 25 ladies together that are spread out in one location, right? And get a lot of practices, because as the old cliche goes, right, what you do in practice is what you do in the game. So I know the Americans, this is going to be a very high energy, very high intensity game. They flew across an ocean to get here. You don't want to take a plane ride home back without some hardware. Just about ready for the action here. I want to give a couple of quick shout outs. Say hello to my beautiful daughter Kira back home. I know you're watching. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. Also say hello to her beautiful cat Oz. And for anybody else that has pets at home, make sure they're in front of the TV as we're about to go here. The Slovak crowd is ready, the refs are ready, the timekeeper's ready, I'm ready, and we are underway as Americans take possession and rattle it in down deep behind the boards. America picks it up. Wheeling and dealing along the near boards, trying to circle out front, has it sticked away. As America regains possession. Stick battle there, good clean hockey in center floor. Sent in on net, we're gonna get our first whistle. As always, folks, a reminder, you can get live scoring in effect on stats.isbhf.com. And in addition, please don't hesitate to download our brand new app, made especially for you who are ball hockey fans. Live scoring in effect on the app. You can keep up with all the action through the app. And since you're already watching here on YouTube, do me a favor and go ahead and click that subscribe button. As we get back to the action here, the ball squirts up out of play. We'll get another face-off down low. And tell all your friends to click the subscribe button too as well, because the more subscribers we get, we can start generating some ad revenue through the YouTube partnership program. And as a registered nonprofit, the ISBHF is committed to growing the game. Any revenue we generate through our streams go right back into helping grow this game that we all love to play and watch. As Slovakia chips the ball in down deep. Goes to corral it. And we get a whistle here as the American netminder gets a glove on it. So just getting back to Slovakia, you can just tell by their body language yesterday, they really felt, I guess the American expression is, they didn't get off the bus. All right, the Czechs just came out and took it to them, and before the Slovaks knew it, the game had gotten away from them. And it's disappointing to them because they played so well in the Friday game to earn that home spot for a chance to play for gold against Canada. And you could just tell by the body language on the bench after the game as they were walking around the arena. That was a very disappointing loss for them. So you would expect with World Championship caliber players, they're going to give it all in this game and not let the Americans get an inch on them. As the ball squirts back out to the blue line, shot deflected. But for America, again, it's a young roster. You know, they haven't played a lot together. But the most important thing for them, right, is to just control what they can control, which is each shift they're out there, give it the best 30 seconds they got. And just like old football coach Bill Walsh wrote a book about, the score will take care of itself. If they go out and do the best they can on each and every shift at the end of the game, they'll be the ones wearing those medals around their neck. As America flubs the keep in there at the point, so going to have to limit those mental mistakes, right? We've talked about that in the last 2 weeks. Talent differential in these teams is so small, so minuscule, and it just doesn't take much. As America makes Slovakia pay for that mental mistake and dumps it out on net, and they'll be able to get a face-off down deep in the Slovak zone. You know, and being able to work your way through the neutral zone, I've talked with several hockey players, coaches, people that have been around the game that are much more familiar with tactical hockey, which I am not. I've never coached a hockey team in my life. I've certainly been playing the game for the better part of 3 decades. But in terms of the way coaches look at it and how they try and coach the players, Americans try to get a poke check in on net, but it's sticked away. I've heard one consistent theme here regarding mental mistakes in the neutral zone. Eventually they catch up with you. You just got to be clean through the neutral zone. And typically teams that are the cleanest ones through the neutral zone, being able to execute the coach's schemes, they're generally the ones that come out on top. So I think that's going to be a factor in today's game. And as always, special teams, right? Got to stay out of the box. If you do end up in the box and the opposing team gets going on a power play, it's just not going to end well for you. As Nela Lapusanova stick handles her way into the zone, American player lost her stick. Shaw shot from the point. Looks like it was stick down. American player lost his stick again. Centering attempt redirected. You've heard me talk about Lapusanova. She got player of the game on Friday against the Czech Republic, put up a hat trick. Just 16 years old. You know, not going to continue to pump her tires to an American audience, but for those that are just watching, she plays for the Slovakia national ice hockey team. She's only 16 years old. They call her the Slovakian Phenom. She has her own Wikipedia page. She is a generational talent and is certainly capable of propelling her team to victory. So if there's one player that America needs to make sure it doesn't get going, it's number 88, Nela Lapusanova. Good forward one on the draw by America. Sent back behind the net. Slovaks pick it up. Intercepted by America. We just heard me talk about turnovers, right? Mental mistakes. Slovakia cannot afford that. This is a dangerous American squad. Shot gets deflected. And credit to America for coming back on the back check there. But turnovers in your own zone, I mean, that's just true at any level of hockey, right? You turn the ball over in your own zone, you're asking for trouble. Goalies can't bail you out 100% of the time, but little things in medal games, right? The pressure is higher, the intensity is higher, the speed is higher. Just have to be mentally focused, right? Keep your emotions in check and make sure that you execute your coach's game plan. Coaching so important when you get here. As Americans turn it over. Shot, save right into the breadbasket. Slovakia's first good look at the net. Now America almost with a costly miscue. Slovaks down low, shot, save again. 2 big ones, a third one, save, a 4th save. Oh, America's got to clean this up. Got to get it out of the zone. Shot goes high over the crossbar. Oh, what an absolute cannon there from Ina Donovalova. Number 15, boy, that thing had eyes. Slovakia gains the zone. Apologies, folks, if you hear me cutting out here. I noticed that the mute button on the box here was started flickering red, so if you hear me cutting out, I'm going to go ahead and reset this between periods, try and avoid any further technical difficulties. But it's been great so far this week. Really appreciate all the hard work that the Slovak Ball Hockey Union, led by President Miroslav Dragun, has done, welcoming the ISBHF family here, as America does a great job getting a turnover. Now Slovakia crowds it up center floor. Long shot, and America's just going to get a whistle there. It's Jaden Elias in net. And I'm going to go ahead and check stats.isbhf.com. So they only have her listed as having 2 saves. The scoreboard has 3, so there's clearly some discrepancy there between who's marking shots on the scoreboard versus on net. By my count, I have 4 saves, but I'm up here in the booth. I'm not down there on the floor. But we're going to go ahead and give her 4, since I'm an American. And looked like those last 2 that were wax on net made it through to her. Played outstanding thus far. In net for Slovakia, Sona Kubaniova. There's, I believe this is her first game of the week. Shot, save, down into the butterfly. Still loose. America can't get the clear. Now they do. We're going to get a flooring call. Yes, we are. So the faceoff will come back down deep. Well, if I had a caller commentator, I'd certainly ask them for their thoughts on what America needs to do a little bit better. And I'm pretty sure the answer was, well, got to be a little bit better cleaning the ball out away from your netminder there when those shots come through, even if they're blocked or if they make it on net. Don't want to keep that ball, or pardon me, you want to keep that ball away from the Slovaks so they don't just get a stick on it and whack it into the back of the net there. Have to keep an eye on that for America as the Slovaks wheel and deal behind the net towards the near corner. Shot off the breadbasket. Good look at the net. Can't see the number from up here. That might have been Maya Kearns. No, that's Anna Preciado that had that good look at the net there. That ball is dumped in deep, picked up by America. And we get a whistle here for flooring. I'm just checking stats.isbhf.com to look at the shots on net here, because they still haven't changed, so there just might be a delay in getting them updated. And apologies, folks, this is not Kubaniova's first game of the night. I was looking at the wrong goalkeeper she has played before this week. Long shot, whistled wide. Elias stuffed the rebound wraparound attempt. Ball comes up to the near boards below America's bench. Good keep there by the Slovaks at the point. That was Matakova, kept it in. Now drops it off, long wrist shot. Steer it aside, off the stick of Mandalakova. Elias obviously came to play today. Looking very sharp in net. Slovaks wheeling and dealing back to the point. Wrist shot, butterfly save. And Elias is just going to smother that one. Get the whistle. 6:23 remaining. Been pretty even thus far. I think Slovaks obviously more shots on net, but America has had a couple of good looks at the net. Don't feel like either team is dictating pace of play or tempo or anything like that. I feel like it's been pretty even back and forth. You know, Slovaks with overall better scoring chances, but America has had their own. We get our first television timeout. All right, back from the TV timeout. Face-off one back by the Americans. America looking to get the breakout through the zone. Could potentially have numbers here, but choose to dump it in. Going back for it was Sanova for Slovakia. Rattled around, Kearns has it. Kearns, centering attempt, just a little too quick. Good look though by Kearns, chip back in down deep off the stick of Josie Connors. Centering attempt, blocked. Slovakia pokes it up toward neutral, good keep by Connors. She had Ruby Caveston there, I think it just might have been a little out of reach of Caveston. As the ball rolls back behind the net, Slovaks come up along the far boards. They're gonna go ahead and get a line change here. See 3 of them coming off, so the defenseman will just wait behind the net. 5:30 remaining here in the opening period. Scoreless affair between Slovakia and blue, playing in front of a large home crowd. America in white. Slovaks still having some trouble getting it out of the zone. Makova with it. Over to Tereksova. Good job by America reading the play here. Outstanding forecheck. American player loses their footing. No call. That's Abby Rush. America intercepts. Rush shot on net. Oh, big save. Hey, credit to Rush there. Wasting no time, just getting a whack on it. And forcing Kubaniova to get the whistle. Types of hustle plays that you love to see. See Caveston there too, ready to crash the net if there was a rebound. It's a good look at it from here. Caveston starting that play, but unable to get a rebound. Smart heads up goaltending for Kubaniova. That's going to trickle all the way in. And Elias is just going to hold that for a face-off. Back to the point. America takes control. Sends it up towards the near boards. Looks like it went off of a foot onto the stick of a Slovak player, but America able to stick that away. A lot of sticks clapping for the ball now. Ultimately picked up by Slovakia. Benayova with it. Benayova takes it in down low. Benayova looking for somewhere to go with it, but America's all over. Nowhere to go still. But she maintains possession. Hey, credit to Benayova here, doing a good job just keeping the ball on her stick. Now America comes away with it onto the stick of Abby Rush and then sent up out of the zone. Well, no, referee says it's still in. Intercepted by America. That was Preciado trying to bank it to herself off the boards. Lapusanova now got to be careful. Wheeling it down. Lapusanova, oh, what a big save! Elias flashing the leather off of Lapusanova. who just stick-handed her way through two Americans there and got a quick wrist shot off on net. Preciado with it now. Deals into the Slovakian zone, back to the point. Long shot, blocked. Preciado onto her stick. Preciado shot, blocker save. Preciado hustles off for a line change. It's a long shift for her. Sent up over to Lapusanova. Has no help. Slovakia getting a line change behind the scenes. Tries to center it. Unable to corral it, and America just sticks it away. Now they pick it up, trying to stick handle out of trouble. They just throw it out of the zone. That's going to be a flooring call, so America will not be able to get a change here. Well, credit to both these netminders. That was a big save on the part of Kubaniova. Hey, but how about Elias flashing that leather? Take a look at the replay here. Whew! It's as big a save as you can get here. And then conversely for America, Kubaniova forced to drop down quick. Face off taken back by the Slovaks, blocked. Never made it through, shot over the crossbar. Quick little wrister. Gonna trickle all the way in as America now finishes their line change after the flooring call. 2:27 remaining here, scoreless first period. Slovak player loses her footing, no call. Ball trickles out of the zone. America potentially with numbers here, but Slovakia hustles back, able to negate it. Sent in back behind the net, given chase is the lead Pushkar. Pushkar rattles it up around the near boards. Still battling down low. Good job by Charlotte Koskari, forcing that all the way back behind the net. Over to Catanzariti. And that ball took a backwards carom. Unable to keep it in there. At the point was Chloe Yoder. But America regains possession. Long shot in. Wide of the net. Minute 30 remaining, opening period. America tries to dump it in, give chase, but we are going to get a flooring call, come all the way back down. That was Kearns that lost her footing there. Was unable to track that ball down. We have a minute 8 remaining. Ball squirts loose. Both players lost their footing there. Good keep in by the Slovaks. Shot whistles wide. Lapusanova shot, save. Another big one for Elias. Lapusanova trying to go top shelf. I believe that went off the elbow of Elias based on my vantage point. Long shot from the point, deflected wide. 27 seconds remaining. America comes away with it, trying to stick handle it out of trouble. They lose it. Turn back over to the Slovaks, down low to Lapusanova. Can't make a move, poke checked away. Back to the point, 5 seconds. Slovakia's got to hustle, get this one on net. Long shot, deflected. And that'll do it, back to the point. So good job by America, clogging those shooting lanes. 0-0 score, 10-minute break between periods. We'll see you back for start of the second period. Slovakia and America competing for the bronze medal.
Po 15 minútach zápasu o tretie miesto medzi Slovenkami a Američankami v Poprade zatiaľ 0-0. Strelkyniam akoby zvlhol ten strelecký prach. Sofia Podoláková pri mne, teda po prvej tretine. Sofia, čo musíme zmeniť, aby sme Američankám konečne dokázali dať gól?
Tak treba isto viacej strieľať a hlavne dorážať to tam, pretože je veľmi veľa striel, brankárka vyráža pred seba a keď budeme dorážať, tak to nám to tam isto padne.
My sme na tomto šampionáte tuto v Poprade už raz Američanky zdolali. Čo od nich teda môžeme očakávať?
Behajú a sú bojovné, snažia sa a proste musíme ich prestrieľať a prebehať čo najviac.
Hovorí teda Sofia Podoláková po prvej tretine. My držíme našim palce, aby sa v ďalšej polhodinke dokázali presadiť aspoň o jeden gól viac ako Američanky.
Back for second period action as America gains the line. 0-0 score here in Poprad. A beautiful Poprad Ice Arena. Shot on net. Butterfly save. Rebound. Save. Rebound again. Just goes wide. Oh, two golden opportunities there for America. Long shot deflected. Great start here by America. Early in the second, player lost their stick. Centering attempt redirected. Comes onto the stick of a Slovakian player. Good body position there. Centering attempt, poke checked away. Donovalova takes it back, trying to get it to Lapusanova. Can't. Bodied off the play by Kearns. That was number 13, Jesse Connors, with that good look at the net there. Very smart player, Connors. Always plays with her head on a swivel, as you like to say back home. Really impressed with her game. America comes away with it through the neutral zone. There's those mental mistakes we talked about, right through the neutral zone. Don't want to have turnovers. Just cost your team an opportunity there to maintain sustained zone attack time. Whoop, centering attempt. As a Slovakian player, we get a flooring call here. So what happened was the Slovaks made a late line change. The American defensemen are moving up. We might be able to see it on the replay. Trying to pinch, keep the ball in. And hey, credit to the Slovakian player. Made a nice little quiet move, quiet as a mouse, try and catch the Americans napping. And almost did. That's just smart hockey right there. Slovakia comes away with it, but has it sticked away. Good job by America. Picked up along the boards. Players partied hot on the boards. And we're going to get a penalty here on Slovakia. It happened right in front of the ref, but the near ref didn't call the penalty. The penalty was called by the far ref. Well, that's interesting. Typically on those board calls, you see the near ref call it, not the far ref. Watching the referees now, see if they're going to go over and discuss it. Okay, 2 minutes for cross-checking on number 9 for Slovakia. That's Sofia Podolakova. It's one of those penalties. I heard it up here in the booth. That American player went hard on the board. So diamond opportunity here for America to go up 1-0 against the Slovaks. Trickles in on net. Kupaniova swallowing it up. And you've heard me say it the last 2 weeks, all right? The last 2 weeks, folks, right? When we talk about mental mistakes and penalties, hockey value. Just not a lot of hockey value in that penalty there. Slovakian head coach not happy looking down at the bench. So America gonna work the ball around to the point, back to Kearns. Just another one, I'm really impressed with her game. One of the smartest players I've seen in the tournament in terms of hockey IQ. Just always seems to know where to be. Call her a Janie on the spot. There's Kearns' shot, pad save. Kearns, beautiful look at the net there, going low pad, try and generate a rebound for you young kids at home. You have those long shots from the point, you got traffic in front. Low pad, always a good option, low pad. You'd be surprised how many times the ball ends up on one of your teammates' sticks and they can clean up the garbage, as we say. As the ball is dumped in, Kearns giving chase. Beaten to it by Makova. Battle down low, Makova still with it. Loses it, picked up by Abby Rush. Back to the point, over to Rob. Quarterback in the power play, sends it across floor. Back down low, American opportunity to walk it in here. Backhand attempt, shot save, ball still loose, Slovakia able to get the clear. Yes, they do. A couple of good whacks at the net there for the United States. Slovakia desperate for a complete line change. They can't, they only get one. They might get caught here, gotta be careful. Shot! Just whistles wide. Off the stick of Anna Preciado. Preciado is one of the best wrist shots I've seen in this tournament. Slovaks don't have numbers here, but they're gonna be able to kill some time. Good read on the play by Kearns. Going the other way, looking to gain the zone. Well, she's going to turn around and wait for her teammates to get set up here. Slovaks kill the woman advantage. Well, miscue by the Americans there. Nobody to receive it. It ends up on the stick of Lapusanova. Going to try and make something happen. Stick handles to 1 through 2. Lapusanova save! Jaden Elias bailing her teammates out after a costly mental mistake. You just can't have that one, folks. You just can't have mistakes like that, right? You gotta know who's on the floor at all times. And when Lapusanova's out there, if you're gonna make a mistake, you don't want the ball to be going in her direction. So I'm sure the American coaching staff, Taylor Stedman, will reinforce that. But credit to Elias. She's looked superb thus far. Stolen, Lapusanova. All the way back to the point, long shot, zings wide. Slovakia wheeling and dealing behind the net. Still wheeling and dealing, backhander redirected, oh what a save! My word, are you kidding me? Elias, how did she stop that one off the stick of Lapusanova? Oh, it looked like it was an empty net from up here, and somehow Elias managed to just get a glove on it. Take a look at the replay here. There's a shot in the replay. What a save. Well, I tell you, they just don't get any bigger than that, folks. I mean, talk about a goaltender that has their head in the game. Wow. Just the wherewithal to know where Lapusanova was, keeping her in the back of her head and getting the glove over there. I mean, wow. Shot, butterfly save. Americans clear it. Slovaks with it. Centering attempt comes all the way to the far point. Slovaks have it, directed on net. Misplayed though there by Elias, manages to save it. I'm going to cut her a lot of slack there. Right? Listen, I'm a goaltender. I love to pump goaltender stars. I'll tell you, I love seeing great goaltending, but just from the technical aspect of that save on Lapusanova, that's extremely difficult to do when you're down in the butterfly, track the rebound, and be able to contort your body to get your glove over to the far post. It's just a technically difficult save for those that have never played hockey. I really give Elias a lot of credit on that one. As Slovakia now back up to the point, long shot, redirected, hit a body in front, and then came all the way to the near boards as I believe that was Ruby Cavison, number 35, that took that one off of her shoulder, banked off the near boards. Centering attempt, sent all the way in, but refs are going to call it a flooring. I don't know about that one. I don't think we're going to get a replay on a flooring call, but I mean, I am 5 feet to the right of the red line up here in the booth, and I think it's one of those things like the NHL does. If the player is close enough, right, you give them the benefit of the doubt, but again, I'm not down there on the floor. I'm up here in the booth. Easy for me to second guess. Back to the action, long shot. Never made it through, but comes right to the stick of a Slovak, dumps it back to the point. Another long shot, swallowed up by Elias. American player down on the floor right now. Can't see the number. Oh, she just got back up. As soon as I got a number here, I'll let you know who that was. Looks like that was Olivia Murphy that was limping off. Don't know what happened on the play, but regardless, she's okay. We are back to the action here, 9:05 remaining. Back to the point, Slovakia, long shot, pad save, rebound. Slovaks come away with it. Lapusanova backhand attempt is stuffed by Kearns. Good stick work by Maya Kearns. Over to Lapusanova. Centering attempt up off someone's stick, and it looked like an American player was able to get their hands to bat it away. I mean, I don't think it was in danger of going in the net, just an awkward play. American player gets tripped up, and the Slovaks are going to get a penalty here. The near ref put her arm up immediately. America, another opportunity. Try and go up 1-0. The penalty will be on number 10, Nina Sevchikova. She's not arguing with it. Neither is the Slovakian coaching staff. See a look on the replay here. Doing a good job playing the body, but then you can see. I mean, there you go. All right. See that on the replay. I mean, I'm laughing. It's not funny, but you just don't see that a lot in hockey, where a player is being suspended in midair by an opposing member and then has the wherewithal to scream at the referee. That's why I love this sport. All right, back to the serious business here. Centering attempt. Slovaks can't get it clear. Back to the point. Kearns has it. Over to the far boards. Shot. Whistles wide off the stick of Caveston. Comes all the way around to the near boards. Americans able to keep it in. Over to Kearns. Kearns down low, late to the net. Shot one-timer, just whistled wide. Nice look at the net by Kelsey Robb. Caveston shot wide. It's going to rattle all the way around. Is Kearns going to be able to keep it in? She is. Centering attempt. Nice chip back over to Kearns. Down low. Americans got numbers here. Oh, ball is misplayed. Oh, Preciado had a golden opportunity to saucer one there over to one of her teammates, but just missed. Shot wide. Americans all over the Slovaks on this power play. Now they get the kill. They're going to try and hustle off for a change. I'll tell those girls have got to be gassed. That was 1 minute and 20 seconds of penalty kill. Feels like an eternity when you're out there. America dumps it in. One-timer fanned on, that's going to be swallowed up by Kubaniova. Trying to see the American player that missed that. Oh, it's Rob, number 1. Well, nobody's perfect, right? That's why we put erasers on pencils. It's good. Focus on the positives. It was a good, clean, crisp pass. And I'm sure Rob would be the first person to tell you, I got to do a better job when I get passes like that, right? We've all been there, folks. If you've ever played the sport, nobody plays a perfect hockey game. Sent the length of the floor. That'll do it for the woman advantage. Slovakia player is out of the box, so back to 5-on-5. Centering attempt. America has gained the zone. Onto the stick of Rush. Rush back to the point, over to Brenner. Brenner fakes a shot, sends it down low. Backhand attempt, tickles through. Ball loose. American player gets cleaned up after Kubaniova smothered it. Yeah, it's good hockey. I mean, Slovakian defenseman just doing her job, right? You don't want to leave anybody there whacking the ball all alone on your netminder. Looks like it was number 3, Paula Mandalakova, that did the house cleaning there. All right, flooring call is going to come all the way back down. Sent all the way around, centering attempt. Read by the Americans, read well. Back down to the Slovak zone. Slovaks unable to get it out. Some mental mistakes, they gotta clean that up. They've just not been crisp since yesterday's game against the Czech Republic here through the neutral zone. Sent up to Lapusanova. He's gonna try and make a move here. Poke checked away. Lapusanova loses her stick, looks for a penalty, doesn't get one. Slovak hometown fans don't like that one bit. Slovakia walks it in, throws it harmlessly off the shoulder of Elias. America takes possession now, Preciado. Ball still hemmed in, back behind the net. Referee right there, telling the ladies to move it. Ball still loose. Still battling. Slovakians come away with it. And that's gonna get whistled for a flooring, so it'll come all the way back down into the Slovakian zone here with 4:40 remaining in the second period. Slovaks, Lapusanova trying to stick him the way out of trouble. Gotta be careful here. Outstanding job. All right, that's how you just stuff someone. Maya Kearns on Lapusanova, one-on-one there, and Kearns comes away with the W. Outstanding effort. Centering attempt shot, pad save Elias. Very quick down into the butterfly, got her left foot on it. Ball chopped at, back behind the net. Up towards the far boards, tip, no flooring. America unable to keep that in. Have to take it back into their zone. Now they backhand it. They do get in the Slovak zone. Nope. It's a nifty move there by Kay Hawkins, just a little too hard. She was trying to backhand that to herself through the Slovakian player foot, but Slovakia turns it back over. America able to chip it in. There goes Hawkins giving chase. Hawkins playing the body. Slovakian player manages to get it away from Hawkins, but is immediately attacked by another American. Can't see the number. Down low, America slides, keeps it in, but Slovaks are able to get the ball out. Looking to gain the line, they do. Tomakova has a poke checked away. Americans come away with it. Long wrist shot, wide of the net. Picked up by Hembelkova. Hembelkova now up along the side of the boards, off the referee. American player takes a spill off the referee again. Back to the point, Kavistan fires it in. Intercepted by the Slovaks. Chipped in. Good keep at the point there. Kendall Judge reading the play well, number 66. Right into the mitt. And Kubaniova is going to get a whistle. Long shot, batted down in front, clean to the boards by the Slovaks. Players battling. Well, Slovakian fans in attendance, I mean, I'm talking to an American audience here. They're getting pretty ridiculous. Like every time a Slovakian player gets touched, they just get upset and, give the referees the business. I mean, at some point, you got to let the ladies play hockey. They're walking in, shot. Down under the butterfly goes Elias. And I'm just saying that because I don't think you're helping your team, right? That the referees certainly are aware of it. Slovakian fans just, don't hurt your team by continually giving the referees the business because, believe me, the referees hear it, And just as a fan of the sport of ball hockey, it's just frustrating to hear people constantly complaining about someone getting touched, demanding an instant call. All right, back to the action. Minute 30 remaining. America trying to get out of the zone. They can't. Kept in by the Slovaks. Centering attempt. Shot whistled wide. Over to the boards. Americans player do a battle. Chloe Yoder. Yoder doing well to play the body. Sent the length of the floor, but no flooring. Referee waved it off immediately as we approach the 1 minute remaining mark here in the second period of a scoreless affair up to Lapuzanova. Can't corral that up. Taken back by Preciado. Centering attempt deflected, no flooring. Going back for it is Matakova. America on the forecheck. Matakova puts the American into the boards. Looks like that's Honeywell for America doing the forechecking down there. Centering attempt picked up by Lapuzanova. Trying to stick handle their way down in. Loses it. 30 seconds remaining. Center attempt. Down low. Kick to the side. Off the stick of Mandalakova. Easy save. Dumped into the Slovak zone. Both players given chase. Oh, comes around. Thought that might have squirted all the way out in front, but now it's loose. Still loose. Still loose, down low. Slovakia manages to come away with it. Oh, they dodged the bullet there as number 17, Lily Pushkar. I thought that ball was going to come all the way out to her stick, but didn't quite get out there. Pushkar would have had a golden opportunity. So, scoreless affair, 10-minute break. We'll see you back here for start of the second period action, 0-0.
All right, folks, I'm joined by Kara Honeywell, forward for the under-20 USA women. Deadlocked at 0-0 with the Slovaks in the bronze medal game. Kara, how have you guys shut down the Slovaks so far?
We've just been going all out, like every shift, hyping each other up, running our systems correctly, and cheering each other on.
Absolutely. So you ladies have had a couple big power play opportunities, haven't got one on the board yet. If you do get another opportunity in the third period, what do you ladies need to do to capitalize?
I think we just need to work together, continue to pepper the net, and hopefully want to slip in.
Absolutely. Kara, good luck in the third period, and thanks for the interview. Appreciate it.
Welcome back, hockey fans. Just about ready for the start of the third period in a scoreless affair between America and Slovakia for the bronze medal in the women's U20 division. Got to give the edge to America overall through the first two periods. They've looked like the sharper, better team. Not to say Slovakia hasn't had chances, but it's definitely been more America than Slovakia. So we'll see if Slovakia has an answer here as we get a wrist shot on point. Ball still loose, still loose, still loose. And now the referee blows it dead. Referee right there on top of the action. I can see the ball from up here in the booth. It was definitely loose, but hey, what else can I say at this point about Jaden Elias? She has just been nothing short of stellar. You can see it there by her pad. And American player down, Slovakians whacking at it. Well, good job by the referees there, letting the ladies play. Shot deflected wide. Into the corner. Slovakian player being harangued by an American defender. Centering attempt, turnover by the Americans. And no call, Slovakian crowd going wild. As Lapusanova asked for an explanation here. That's number 3 for Slovakia, who's not happy about it. Felt like she was taking down Paula Mandalikova. Look, I'm talking to an American audience here. Obviously, you guys are rooting for America. That's not a penalty. That's just good, clean hockey. That's the right call on the officials. And I would say that whether it was Switzerland and Great Britain or, you know, we were in the Master Divisions and it was Cayman Islands versus Bermuda. It was just good hockey, okay? Slovakian fans really need to stop getting on the refs here. Dumped in by America. Hustling on the play, good job. Kara Honeywell, number 81, still giving chase, but ultimately beaten on the play by Emma Sevastova. Right up the near boards, intercepted, she's got a player down low, rebound! Score! And the American fans go wild as a costly turnover by Slovakia leads to America finding the empty net. Take a look at the rebound here. Goes right onto the stick of Kara Honeywell. And Honeywell gives the Americans the 1-0 lead. Now you've heard me say it's just the beginning of the game, right? You just can't make mental mistakes like that. It's gonna come back to bite you. Huge cheers from the American fans and attendants that flew across the pond. Credit to Honeywell. Talk about being a Janie on the spot. America now with all the momentum. I mean, there's nothing Kubaniova could have done on that one, right? She's down there all alone. What a pass by Rob. Just having the wherewithal, I mean, because that play started with Rob, right? Just having the wherewithal to read the play, capitalize on the turnover by the Slovakian player, and find Honeywell sitting all alone. I mean, Kelsey Robb, hey, you just got to tip your cap. That's a great hockey player making a great play. Centering attempt. Shot, whistles wide. And Slovakia have been playing with fire several times throughout this game. And as you say in The Wizard of Oz, right? When you play with fire, Scarecrow, you get burned. Chants of USA erupted from the crowd here. Well, Slovakian crowd pretty quiet now. America behind the net now. Wheeling and dealing towards the sideboard. Cycle down low. Yoder giving chase, doing good work there. Yoder comes away with it. Slovakian player kicks it to the boards. There's nowhere to go with it. America there to intercept. Another good play by Kearns. Pardon me, that's not Kearns, Preciado, sorry. Looked like a 2, it was a 9, my bad. 97 and 27, balls set up into the bench. See a shot of the Slovakian bench there with head coach Marian Hembelik on the left. I mean, he just can't be happy. He just can't be happy, right? I'm sure he's told the team, and gotta clean it up, gotta be better through the neutral zone. America keeps it in. Sent in on net, stick to the back glass. America has it down low, rush, trying to get it on net. Can't. Preciado was unable to keep that in, goes the length of the floor. America retreats to grab it. US now with a 1-0 lead. Oh, we're gonna get a call, we are. America's gonna go on the power play here. It looked like a American player was definitely guilty of either tripping or hooking. Let's see what the call is here. It's gonna be on Preciado. That's hooking. That's a good call. Again, talking to American audience here, right? You don't want to see the player in the box, but I'm gonna call it like I say, it's a good call. Point, Pusanova with it. One-timer shot, wide. Shot, and Slovakia gets the equalizer. Now the Slovakian fans erupt. There's not much color commentating to be made on that, folks, right? It's just a great player that makes a great shot through a screen. You can see there's nothing Elias could do. A Slovakian player jumps out of the way at the last moment. There's nobody in the world that's saving that, right? That's not on Elias. It's just a great power play goal. Got to tip your cap to the Slovakians. Outstanding execution. And the Pusanova just, what can you say? Shot on net, comes to the stick of Slovakian. Shot, swallowed up by Elias. For the young kids at home that are watching, right, you hear the coaches talk about getting a good screen, right, getting set in front of the net. That's exactly what you want to see. Right, you had 2 Slovakians down there doing a good job. And they knew when to get out of the way so that shot could make it all the way through onto Elias. Nothing America did wrong, just a great play. As Elias gets a whistle there. America up through the zone. Looking to wheel and deal into the zone, they do. Shot on net, goal! America gets it back! Oh, what a blistering wrist shot! Right off the stick of Honeywell as the American contingent goes wild. The Slovaks look in disbelief. Take a look at the replay here. Top shelf. What a shot! You'll see it right here from this angle. Laser beam. Oh my goodness. Well, you talk about high drama. We've got it here in Poprad, Slovakia in the bronze medal game. United States regains the lead 2-1. As chance of USA break out. Slovakia now crashing the net. The Americans got to be careful here. American player gets tripped up. No call on the play. Centering attempt blocked. America comes away. They try to get it clear. They can't. Shot on net. Waffle to the side. Stuffed on the redirect. Pardon me, the wraparound. Back behind the net. Slovakia looking for a center attempt. Player fanned on it. That was number 17, Emma Sebastova. Sebastova trying to redeem herself, unable to, as the Slovaks almost get caught with too many women on the floor. Oh, that was dangerous. Honeywell's goal unassisted. And we get a whistle here. Apologies, folks. I had my head down. I was checking stats on isbhf.com. It appears to be some type of equipment issue. You saw it, so I have no comment on it. Just recapping the scoring, Peyton Brenner assisted by Rob, then Naila Lapusanova assisted by Donna Malova, and the last goal, Honeywell unassisted. Long shot, high over the glass, hits the back of the net. Shot over the crossbar. Americans hustle, try and get out of the zone. They do. Terrific hustle play on the part of Penny Stotler, number 14. Chip back in, Stotler. Unable to corral it up as she lost her footing. Slovaks with it now. Makova centering attempt, players collide, lose their footing. And again with the Slovakians screaming for a penalty here. Shot wide off of Pusanova's stick. Lobbed in front over the crossbar. Nothing doing with that. Back to the point, one-time attempt, shot. Scores! Slovakia gets the equalizer. Might have been deflected. Have to take a look at the replay here. I couldn't see from my angle. It might have been 5-hole, but really trying to see if it was redirected. I mean, there's a Slovakian player there. Based on her reaction, she might have been the one to redirect it. See here. Tough to tell. See who they give the call to. Nope, and credit to Slovakia. Good job bouncing back. What a game, 2-2. Just finishing up my report here. So from stats at isbhf.com, they have Kubaniova with 11 saves on 13 shots and Elias with 15 saves on 17 shots. Slovakians just screaming for a penalty. It's maybe it's a culture thing. I don't know. At some point, you got to let people play hockey because, believe me, the referees are aware that the Slovak fans are booing them. And the Slovak fans should know better. They're not helping their team by doing this. You're just not. I'm trying to be diplomatic here in my role as play-by-play commentator. Into the corner. Lapusanova comes away with it, trying to make something happen. Elias almost lost her net, centering attempt. And she's able to glove it down. It's a round of applause from her teammates. See the centering attempt there. Elias is able to corral up. Head coach Taylor Stedman got to be happy. Performance of her team here. Ball bouncing. Back to the point. Picked up by the Slovaks. Long shot. Never made it through to Elias. Steered to the corner. Walking it in. Shot. What a stop, Elias! Great heads-up play by Donovalova to walk that in from the boards. Elias bailing her team out. Redirected. Pad save, Elias. Slovak centering. Chipped in down low. Back to the point. Long wrist shot. Batted away into the corner. Good work there by Kendall Judge, number 66. America trying to come away with it, has a poke checked away. Long shot from the point, wide. Chipped over the net. Slovakia now with a lot of pressure here. America needs to gain this ball and get a clear. Turnaround attempt goes off of a funnel, stopped! I think Elias might have got that one too. And now we're gonna get a penalty. That is number 35, Ruby Caveston, arguing vociferously with the referee. 6:47 remaining. We'll see what the call is. Timeout taken by Slovakia. All right, we're back from the TV timeout. I mean, Caveston was like a wild person heading off into the penalty box there. She is not happy. And because we went to a TV timeout, I never got to see the referee make the signals. I don't know what the call is. I mean, I saw the replay. It looked like clean hockey to me. You know, she batted the ball away. You can't. What could the penalty have been? Is it slashing? I don't know what it is. Slovakians working it back to the point. Labusanova down low, redirected. I can't hear the announcer. I would say it's a slashing. It's the only thing I can think of they could have possibly called there, but she connected on the ball. It's neither here nor there now. She's in the box. Back down low. Redirected into the corner by Elias. Back to Labusanova. Fakes the shot. There's the shot high over the crossbar. Back to Labusanova. America shot. Save. Off the waffle. Backhander just goes wide. America desperate to gain possession of this ball halfway through the penalty kill. Redirected, save! Slovakia puts it in the back of the net on the rebound. Well, disappointment, obviously, on the part of America. I mean, Elias did everything she could. You know, just rebound, right? Ball could have went anywhere, went right on the stick of a Slovakian player. It's not like anybody in America made a mistake. They were doing a great job with the penalty kill. But credit to Slovakia, you've heard me say it many times. Great teams, right? When they get bounces, they find a way to finish. That's why they're playing for medal here. So the penalty was slashing. I was able to get clarification on it. I mean, I've said it several times, we're going to flooring goal here this week, folks. And referees have the hardest job on the tournament, but was that in fact the slash? She got the ball. You know, I don't know. I'm more inclined to let the players decide the outcome of a game, and what do we say back in America, right? That's a chintzy call. For you American fans listening back home, I can understand why you think that's a chintzy call. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. But what's done is done for America. Just dig deep. Try to find a way to get the equalizer. Start by making plays like that. Just break it up at the point, chip it in. Good job by Murphy. Hemming the Slovak player in along the boards. Now they force a turnover back to Murphy. Good job using the body shield and walking out in front. Has it sticked away. Slovakia nowhere to go with it. Can't get the clear. This is what America needs to do. Deflected. Now Slovakia comes away with it. America and Slovakia getting some line changes here. 4:30 remaining. I gotta tell you folks, this week it just feels like America, the story with both the women and the men's team has just been penalties. Right, wrong, or indifferent. It just seems like that's been their story this week. Obviously talking to Americans back home, you know, I get your frustration. You know, you want to see your team win or lose cleanly and not have the outcome be decided by people with whistles in their pockets. You know, I get it. I really do. But for the players on the floor, they just got to control what they can control, right? Can't control the referees, so do your best to not put yourself in a position where you give the referees a chance, right, to make a call. Just control what you can control, try to execute your coach's game plan, and hope for the best outcome. Slovaks gain the zone, Lapusanova with it. Drops it off. Long shot, batted down, but rebound for centering attempt, just goes wide. Lapusanova trying to get that one in back door. Trying to see the Slovak play. It looked like it was Donna Valova she was trying to get it to. Long shot, well wide. Batted into the corner by Lapusanova, picked up by Donna Valova. She has it. 3 minutes remaining in the third period. Slovakia leading 3-2. Lapusanova wheeling and dealing, centering right onto Elias. Able to get the whistle in. Wow, what a shock. The Slovakian fans are calling for a penalty because a hair landed on Lapusanova's back and she went down. America comes away with it on the draw towards the far boards. Up through the neutral zone, carrying it up is Murphy, dumps it in down deep. Slovaks give chase, picked up by Svenova to the far boards. America keeps it into the red line, poke checks it in. And ultimately ends up getting chipped out by Podolakova. Centering attempt, but America's right there. Americans doing battle. Both players hemmed in along the boards here, now 4 of them. Referee telling them to move it. Last 2 minutes of play. Have to keep an eye on Elias. See if head coach Taylor Stedman decides to pull her. Slovaks with it in the American zone. Americans got to get two on the ball here. Poke checked away. Slovakia doing a good job playing keep away. Centering attempt, shot, what a stop, Elias! Flash in the leather, Lapusanova now with it, coming in from the boards. Lapusanova, it's cleaned out. Good job by America, not letting her get a shot on net. Shot, whistles wide, off the stick of Sevchikova. Minute 20 remaining, America's got to get possession here. Long shot, blocked, they get possession. Can't get it out though. Now Slovakia gets it on his own. Can America get a change here? They can behind the scenes. Got to get possession. Donovalova with it, sends it in down low. America's going to come away with this as Pusanova's in on the forecheck on Kearns. Rattles it up around the boards over to Kaviston. Back up to Kearns, but turned over to the Slovaks. Donovalova with it, back to the point. They go out of the zone. Over to Sevchikova. Slovakia 40 seconds away from taking home the bronze medal. America got to get two on the ball here. All the way back behind the net. They have not pulled Elias. Now she comes towards the bench. Slovaks come away with it. 27 seconds remaining. America desperate to at least get a whistle and get a set play going here, something, but Slovaks playing keep away over to Lapusanova. Back behind the net, 14 seconds. To the near boards, 10 seconds. Slovaks, 4 seconds. We got a flooring with one. Well, hang on a second here. I mean, come on, you let the clock run out. There was like 3 seconds left. Slovak players celebrating. I mean, come on. I understand these are hometown volunteers, but you literally can't let 3 seconds run off the clock like that. Come on. American or not American, just as a fan of hockey, that's just bad timekeeping. And that timekeeper should be ashamed of themselves. There's 3 seconds put back on the clock. I mean, I understand it's not a lot of time for America to do something, but, you know, be respectful of the game. It's embarrassing. And again, I would say the same thing if we're at the Masters in Bermuda and Bermuda's playing and the Bermuda timekeeper, you know, lets the clock run out. Like, come on, respect the game. Face off to the corner, that'll do it. The Slovaks take home the bronze medal. Referee's trying to score Ruby Kaviston off. He's upset. Congratulations to Slovakia. For America, another tournament ends on a power play. I don't know what else there is to be said at this point. Head coach Taylor Stedman over there talking to the referee. For the Americans listening at home, I feel for you, I really do. It's disappointing as a fan of hockey to just see games for the sport consistently be decided, right, on power plays. You know, I'm doing my best not to outright criticize the officials. Just sometimes you got to let players play, right? You got to let players play. You got to put the whistles away. And again, I would say the same thing if the roles were reversed. I have said the same thing in the past. I've called a lot of world championships. As a fan of hockey, I just don't like seeing sports outcomes, you know, being affected by officiating. So I feel your frustration. I understand it, and I can appreciate the sting.
Teraz wypłacimy najlepszych graczy
So they're going to announce president of the game, and then we'll have the medal ceremonies. So ISBHF President Elio Pascuzzo at center floor. To his left, camera's right, is Slovak Ball Hockey Union President Miroslav Jargun.
The best player of Team United States is player number 81, Cara Honeywell.
Cara Honeywell gets player of the game for the United States. Congratulations, young lady. Certainly deserving. Outstanding effort.
The best player of Team Slovakia is player number 16, Emma Donovalová.
So congratulations to Emma Donovalova for Slovakia.
The referees of this game were Jana Kulieka and Laura Lenz. The team finishing at 4th place at the 2025 ISBHF Under-20 Women's World Junior Championships is Team United States. Na czwartym miejscu na majstrovstvách sveta WU20 do 22 slavnostných Spanish Army. We ask the team to accept the medals.
So ISBHF President Elio Pascuzzo presenting the 4th place medals to the United States. Coaching staff receiving their medals now. So for Slovakia, they finished 2nd in 2023 in Liberec. They lost 1-0 to Canada in the gold medal game. So I know while they're happy with bronze overall, they're disappointed not being in the gold medal game, but credit to them. They fought hard, fought well, and when they had their opportunities, they capitalized. I do feel like America was the better team in this game, but final score doesn't reflect that. And what I'm going to say next is purely my opinion as a human being and not as the promotions director for the ISBHF. I think America needs to take a long, hard look at itself when it comes to sports and ask themselves, why is it always us that ends up having our games decided by referees? Is that a culture issue? All right. How do we fix that? Because it's not just hockey. Go on social media and look at other sports. It's a pattern with the United States, right? And in fairness to the kids and the parents and the family and friends, you know, that travel across oceans and travel across tournaments, at some point you just got to be honest with yourselves and say, how do we fix this, right? And when are we going to say enough is enough, that we're tired of always being the team that ends up having our outcomes in one way or another affected by the officiating? I don't care if it's handball, volleyball, ball hockey. It's just some sort of issue with America and our culture. So that's my personal opinion as an American and as a human being. I think we as a society need to take a long, hard look and ask, how can we fix this? Because these kids deserve better. They really do. And as Forrest Gump once famously said, that's all I have to say about that. As Slovakia receives their bronze medals. Coming up next will be the bronze medal game in the men's U20 division. The United States taking on Slovakia. The United States will be the home team in that game. Slovakia will be the away team. President Elio Pascuzzo and Slovak Ball Hockey Union President Miroslav Dragun finished presenting the medals. They will then move on to the trophy. I know it's early back home, folks. Appreciate you getting up and tuning in. Wish it would have been a better outcome for you, but Slovakia is the ones going home with the bronze medal. Disappointing finish for America. But if you look at the bright side, try to be an optimist. It's a young roster. They're definitely going to be a lot better in the next one. And I know head coach Taylor Stedman is absolutely going to do her best, along with the rest of her staff, to try and continue improving the roster as they play the Slovakian national anthem. Along with general manager Stacy Rush, assistant GM Jason Kelly, assistant coaches Kelly Wagner, Sonia Shelley, Lisa Kilroy. Equipment, Rob Chasen, Tony DeMonico. Team staff, Logan Kelly. And media managers Alex Delzato, Jake Willard, and Matt Strybeck. Appreciate all the effort that you put in this week. certainly on behalf of the ISBHF, your efforts do not go unnoticed, and they are very much appreciated. So that's the bright side, right? It's a young roster. They're only going to get better as they age into this. They're ready to present the trophy here. So the next game will be at 11:45 local time, right? The bronze medal game between the United States and Slovakia. As they finish taking photos. And that'll do it. Congratulations again to Slovakia on your bronze medal for the United States. Keep your heads up, ladies. You have a bright future ahead of you. You really do. You have great leadership, great coaching staff. Follow their guidance and tutelage. 2 years from now, you'll be back with a vengeance. That'll do it for me, folks. I've been your play-by-play announcer, Chris Pekanowicz. I'll be back here for the men's bronze medal game, United States, Slovakia, 11:45 local time, a little less than an hour from now. We'll see you then.
Say under 20 women. Lisa, tough loss against the Slovaks in the bronze medal game. Your ladies shut them down until the third period. How did you guys execute on the game plan up until then?
We knew that they were a fast transition team, so we needed to just put pressure on them, force them to make passes quicker than they wanted to, and I think that was really successful for us.
Absolutely. So you told me that you played in Switzerland last year with the gold medal winning USA women. What kind of advice did you give these girls in such a big game like this one, carrying it over from Switzerland for your experience last year?
Yeah, just not to be too high, too low. If we go down, we can get one back. If we go up, we still have to work just as hard, keeping our systems the same, working together as a team. This is a team sport for a reason, and to do that, that'll be the most successful for us.
Absolutely. Lisa, thank you for the interview, and great job coaching this week, and it was really fun watching you guys. Thank you.
Declan.
Ema Šebestová pri našom mikrofóne po skutočne infarktovej tretej tretine, v ktorej padlo až 5 gólov. Ema, skús nám povedať, ako si to prežívala na striedačke.
Tak ja som nám všetkým verila, že to určite dokážeme, aj keď sme na začiatku prehrávali, ale verila som nám, že nakoniec aj tak vyhráme. A podarilo sa to.
Vieš nám aj prezradiť možnosť, čím ste vstupovali do tretej tretiny? Po pol hodine bolo 0-0, v tretej tretine zrazu padlo 5 gólov. Tak aké to bolo na tej striedačke a s čím ste teda vstupovali do tretej tretiny?
Tak snažili sme sa čo najviac obraňovať aj útočiť. Boli tiež dobrí, ale my sme boli lepší. Snažili sme sa podporovať jedna druhú a nakoniec to takto skončilo, takže ja som rada.
No a možno na úplný záver plánuješ aj nejaké dodatočné oslavy? Podotýkam, vy ste teda vyhrali bronzové medaily, čo je určite úspech, je to tvoj premiérový šampionát, takže k tým oslavám niečo možno.
Tak určite to nejako oslávim, nejako doma, na našej dedinke. Je to môj prvý šampionát naozaj, tak nejako si to užijeme.
Srdečná gratulácia teda pre Slovenky, ktoré sú na 3. najvyššom stupienku.